is up, my fellow hip hop heads and music lovers in general? My name is G-Vance and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the second upload for today, the second review I gotta do today. So let's get right to it. For this video, I'm gonna be talking about the new album called Born to Rap by the one and only The Game. Yep, this is his ninth studio album and what he claims to be his final album. The final album that we've all been expecting since 2017. Um, which I personally hope it's not his final album because I think The Game has always made like really great music, and he still does. So I really hope he at least like does some fucking features with people. But if it is his final album and his final like ever anything in hip hop, then farewell, end up a fucking era for what I would consider the most greatest rappers of all time. Um, so yeah, let's get right to it. So this album dropped on Friday, which is actually it was on Black Friday when The Game turned 40 years old, I believe. Like holy shit, he is now 40. I thought he was way older than that, to be honest, but holy shit, he is now 40 years old, and he does not look any fucking different. Except he has a like cool ass fucking beard this time, and he lost some fucking weight, low key. But yeah. He is not 40 years old, and I guess he wanted to go out with a bang because, holy shit, this album is something that I think we all expected. Now, fair warning, the album is an hour and 30 minutes long. Like, I'm not even fucking with you. An hour and 30 minutes long. And I think it is probably his longest album he's ever dropped ever. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't like fucking recall hearing an hour long album by him ever, but I might be wrong. I think the documentary was a pretty like long album too. But is a very long album. It has about 25 tracks in it, and I would say that The Game like just wanted to like think outside the box, because if it is his final album, then he just wanted to think outside the box and go out with a bang and pretty much deliver something like very great, which I think is what he did. He pretty much goes a lot more vulnerable. He goes a lot more vulnerable. Um, I don't think I've ever heard The Game open up before. I know he's had a few sentimental songs before, but aside from that, I don't think I've ever heard him as open as ever than I heard him on this album, to be honest. Because I don't know, like I'm still kind of in shock, and I still have no idea what to fucking say. I'm kind of in shock because like he really impressed the fuck out of me. He like really impressed me. Let me just say the production value is something very different. Yeah, he has a bit of that hardcore like fucking gangster rap that we all know and love, but he also has a bit of like R&B and kind of like soulful shit, I guess you could say. Like it's really soulful. It's like really different. It's kind of like more chill than I've ever heard him before. So that's something different. And number two, the fucking features on this album are very unique, and he works with artists that I never thought I would ever hear him with. Like, for example, he has two songs with Ed Sheeran on this album. Like can you believe that Ed Sheeran, out of all people, on a fucking Game album? When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? But like it sounds good. I don't know how, but it sounds fucking great. Like that's the thing about The Game, is that he's able to like make anything sound good. I feel like he could work with artists that are like way outside his genre, and he fucking like for some reason can make them sound good with the style that he does. Like I honestly like did not expect those two Ed Sheeran songs to be like good whatsoever, but like they're really good, and I don't know how you fucking did it. There are so many rappers out here that can't make a good song with people outside their genre, and The Game just did it like it's fucking nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's that's why he's a really good artist, and that's why I hope it's not his final album, because I wanted to do like more shit like that, or at least go on a feature with Ed Sheeran, because what the fuck, like that shit sounded so great. I'm freaking out over the two Ed Sheeran songs right now. Like how I was freaking out like while listening to the album. But besides the Ed Sheeran songs, like the Game also shines on his own. You know what I mean? Like he's just as hardcore as ever. He's just as like oh, don't fuck with me, or shit will happen. You know, he is very aggressive. He is a blood. I don't know if he's like still like in that in like a gang anymore, but I know he was a blood. He is from Compton, so he's fucking, he's obviously seen some shit. Um, but although he is like very aggressive and he gives like that obvious that he is very passionate about hip hop and always has, and that he like makes it really clear that you shouldn't fuck with him, because although he is not 40, he will fuck you up, and I fucking believe that. I still think that he was like really like open and vulnerable, and and like you see more of his soft and like chill side, and like more like sentimental side. Like I would feel like for example, he has this one song where he talks about like how hard it was when his dad died back in 2018, which I actually wasn't aware about. I didn't know that. I didn't read about it. I think I heard it for the first time on his album, and I was like that's gotta be tough. You know what I mean? Like I think the idea of losing a parent, just one parent, like it can also be two of them, but even if you lose one parent, I think that is something that like I'm not prepared for, that nobody else in the world is prepared for. Like here I am thinking that the game is like a really hardcore dude, and like nothing can get to him, and I can tell in that song where he talks about his dad that he was like really really hurt and impacted by that. And it just goes to show you, even the hardest people have a soft side, because at the end of the day, we're all human, and we all have like those things that make us really sentimental, very vulnerable, and just like and just like fucking I guess destroys us. Sorry about that fucking speaking problem. Um, so yeah, besides talking about his dad, he also admits to how much he misses fucking Nipsey Hussle. Yes, another rapper that talks about that rapper that died. Um, which actually I think the game's tribute to Nipsey Hussle was a lot more better than a lot of the raps I've heard. Besides Davies tribute to Nipsey Hussle was really good too. Um, but he actually like was really it was really sad. You just hear him say how he misses him, how he was like a really good person in general. And he even has a song with Nipsey Hussle on here too, and an unreleased song with Nipsey Hussle that sounds really really fucking amazing as well. So yeah, a lot of great songs, a lot of great sentimental shit, and he also goes very very deep into his family problems, where he talks about the feeling of getting like backstabbed by one of his family members, which that one is something I could relate to. Like I have like a few like shitty family members of my own, but I don't want to get into that because I don't want to put anyone on blast. But I can like definitely like relate to that. I can relate to a lot of shit that this man says. I grew up in the ghetto, kind of. Like I'm not a thug or anything. Like I never say that I'm a thug, but I grew up in the ghetto. I've heard some shit at some points. So I can definitely kind of relate to a little bit of like a basis. But at the end of the day, I think he speaks out to a lot of people, whether you're a thug or not. Like if you're just passionate about hip hop, or you're passionate about like that whole LA culture and that gangster culture, then this is something you will always appreciate, because the game, like, he spits nothing but knowledge, nothing but facts. And that's pretty much this whole album. Everything about the game that y'all know and love, just with a little bit of a twist, because he does a lot of different shit on here that I never expected to hear from him. So yeah, and he also works with a lot of artists I never thought I'd heard him. I'd like thought I heard the game heard with. Like for example, um, there's a song with Bryson Tiller, fucking Bryson Tiller again. Bryson Tiller, a fucking like somebody that I don't think is like that much of a thug, but holy shit, does he sound good too? Like I don't know how he does it. Like I said, I don't know how he does it. It's like the Ed Sheeran shit. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. And even though I hope that it's not his last album, and I know a lot of people are like kind of bummed out about it. But if anything, I personally feel and I hope that this actually happens. I hope that the game like ends up inspiring the next like Compton legend, and just like the next like really like best rapper of LA in general. Because the album cover has a ton of women who are pregnant in the studio with the game writing. So like I am assuming that the game is like trying to inspire like another like young guy to go and do his thing, because I know for a fact that like I don't think anyone is ever gonna follow in the game's like shoes, because those are like some really big shoes to follow. But I know for a fact that he always wanted to inspire people, so I really hope somebody does get inspired. You know, he's definitely inspired me a lot, and you know, like I just hope somebody like does become the next big thing after this album comes out, because this fucking album was really great, and it can inspire anybody regardless of who you are. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. My bad for my fucking speaking problem that I can't control today for some reason. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed my review. I would say my favorite song on this album is probably The Code with 21 Savage. You know, I used to say that 21 Savage was kind of garbage, but, you know, I've been getting into him a lot lately, and after hearing him on this one, like, holy shit, like they go fucking hard in this one. You know, just every song is really good too. But anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed my review. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram down below. As always, DM me for request. Go ahead and follow The Game on Instagram down below. His new and final album, Born to Rap, is out now. Go listen to it if you haven't already. And if you never heard of The Game before, definitely go give his older shit a chance, because he is a really like great and impressive artist, a very phenomenal artist. You know, props to you, bro. I'm really sad you're leaving, but you know, you had a good run, and just, you know, thanks for everything you did in the hip hop community. I fucking appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of people do too. And with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell down below as always, so you don't miss a single one of my uploads whatsoever. And don't forget to stay happy.
Live by the code, die by the code. Never been a hoe, bury me before I sell my soul. Live by the code, die